Hi, everyone. We welcome you to the NBA All-Star Game. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg.
And you know what? This is probably, Kevin, my favorite date on the NBA calendar. I mean, with the amazing collection of players we have here tonight, this year promises to be an epic event.
Absolutely.
Guys, it always is. I mean, the privilege of playing in this game means so much to every one of these players. I mean, being on this huge stage brings out the best in the NBA's biggest superstars.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. We've got Clutch. LeBron James is out there with Butler. And it's Young, and it's Davis in at the 5 spot.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. And stolen by Tatum. To the middle. Here's Harden. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Clutch. Back to Young. Here's Davis. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And he operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play.
There are very few that can handle and battle with Davis inside. I mean, he's got really tremendous strength and agility and a nice touch. Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Doncic outside. And here's Harden for 3. Here's Jokic. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And there it is for him.
And no player in the league has done more to earn his spot in this game than he has. I mean, he's having a terrific season.
He sure is. Excellence on a consistent basis for him. I mean, he's been their rock all year.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. I asked him how hands-on he was planning to be, and he said, not much. He told me it's fun to coach these guys to see what I can generate out of certain matchups, but that's more the exception than the rule. I think I'll be as much of a spectator as anyone.
To the paint, here's Harden. Second chance shot. Solid defense there from Clutch.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the jam by Harden.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. When he's making passes like that, too, watch out.
Now, here is Young. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Young against Doncic. Fires the 3. They get a hand on it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Giannis kicks to Doncic. Harden up top.
Well, how about this factoid? James Harden drawing another foul. And in other news, water is wet, too.
East All-Stars have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. Zion Williamson's checked in for the West. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Young who brings it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 1. Here's Clutch. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Clutch has got 7.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Outside Tatum. Back to Doncic. Harden outside. Fires from deep. The shot will not fall. And the West will go the other way with it. Passes it to Clutch. Floats it up for Williamson. A shot by Harden. Wide open. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jokic. He's got 8. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Tatum no good. Here's James. Here he goes. And James throws it down hard.
Oh, and the crowd goes crazy after seeing that finish.
Yep, a throwdown appropriate for the occasion. That's how to get these fans revved up and excited.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was.
You can't let Harden get comfortable from outside the arc. I mean, he's capable of raining threes in bunches.
Doncic against Young from about 19 feet. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And that's out of bounds. The East All-Stars will keep it. Harden outside. Three-pointer. And another 3 from the East.
And I'm not sure he realizes there are 4 other guys on the floor with him, trying to make this a one-man show.
Yeah, he's got a little black hole going on there. If he gets it, then he's not giving it up to anybody else, and that's really not what this game is about.
So it's the West now. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Tatum. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime.
The West again cannot hit. Here are the East All-Stars. They're on a 14-6 run. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo.
Class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
On the court for the West All-Stars, Zion Williamson is out there with LeBron James. And it's Clutch. And it's Young. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot.
And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand. The biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
And continuing to press their advantage. They're not taking their foot off the gas.
Here's Clutch. He's got 9. Williamson kicks to Young. And a miss there on the triple.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Here's Butler. James Harden picking up that last basket. Floats it up for James.
A monster down low. LeBron James, the rare package of skill, size, and athleticism.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the East All-Stars head coach. Now he really enjoys the camaraderie this weekend brings. Everybody gets a break in the season. They can breathe a little bit, enjoy the events, enjoy the game. And he said it couldn't come at a more perfect time for his team. They've been grinding all season. So this is the best of both worlds. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the East All-Stars.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard, and those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Clutch, good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here are the East All-Stars now. Timeout called, East All-Stars. Curry against Morant. Oh, Leonard in position.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Clutch can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Now the pass to Clutch. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Williamson. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Clutch the pass to Butler. Durant with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 9-point East All-Star lead. Passes to Butler. Durant with the steal. Pass to Harden. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Defensive foul.
The West All-Stars have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one drops.
You got to respect how Butler tries to do it all for his squad. I mean, on both ends of the floor, he's always looking to make an impact.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the East. And West also making a switch. Sabonis, he's checked in for Zion Williamson. Now here's Beal. Right side Durant. Outside Curry. Three-pointer. Here's Embiid. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Adebayo is checked in for the West. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. 7-point differential. Releases. And that one goes long.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there. And neither can he.
Sabonis, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The West All-Stars have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. First one falls for.
Boy, the elevated playmaking from DeRozan has been a revelation of late. An all-around threat who still feels underappreciated.
All-Stars.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star. And that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Tatum out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Harden, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Jokic finds Tatum. That one goes. Just count it. Tatum's got the lead up to 12 now for the East All-Stars. And so here are the West All-Stars. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Anthony Davis.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
LeBron outside to the inside. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Clutch.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
Now, here's Jokic. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Here's James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Yeah, and the number of slams here we're seeing tonight off the charts.
Somebody forgot to tell these guys the dunk contest is on a different night.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Harden with it. He's covered by Clutch. Harden surveying the D. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it out to Harden from past the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And Davis sends it back.
Davis so good with his timing and length to get up and deny shots.
The West trails by 8. Young from outside, drills it from outside. Young's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And they double up Doncic. Tatum drives in. Jokic finds Doncic. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's Clutch. He's got 19. Down low. Here's James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You just have to discipline yourself not to fall for James' pump fake, because as soon as he gets you up in the air, you're done.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Doncic. He's got 9. Harden outside. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Young. Clutch the pass to Butler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And Butler just excellent at finding ways to get to the stripe, especially when he's near the basket.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Now a timeout called by the East. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, covered by Williamson.
You know, we talk about Harden's skill set, which is superb, but there's no quit in this guy. He's got a great competitive spirit. And even when you bang him and bump into him, he just muscles through that and says, play on.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. They trail by 6. Here's Clutch, guarded by Harden. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautiful.
And the East has possession. Doncic passes to Tatum. Jokic against Davis. Tatum wide open. He fires one. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Williamson. Williamson's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Outside Tatum. Now, here is Harden. He's covered by Clutch. And Antetokounmpo got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
You can tell that Giannis takes pride in his activity level, the way he plays, his intensity level. And you see the result of that activity on second chance buckets like this.
And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. Owens is checked in for the East. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Luka Doncic. A 3-ball. Clutch can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better. And more importantly, he does the work to get better.
The West trails by 5. Here's Clutch. They get it back.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Here's Owens. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Young passes to Clutch. Nailed from 3-point land. Clutch has got 8 here in the quarter.
He's now matched his 3-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Tatum kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Floats it up for Owens. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
This is the athleticism Owens possesses, letting it all hang out on that oop.
Outside Butler. Clutch the pass to Davis. And out of bounds. The East All-Stars will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Tatum. And West also making a switch. Morant's checked in. Now here's Owens. Takes it from 10. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the East leads by 8.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Clutch, good.
I tell you what, guys, there's not much more he can do. I mean, he's been on fire, yet they still trail in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Owens. This is to Giannis. The shot from the low post is good. Giannis has got 13.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
From the arc. And down it goes. Three-pointer falls in from Clutch.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
KD passes to Antetokounmpo. Over Williamson. And it's Giannis missing.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And finished off by Davis.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
The East leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to KD. Giannis up top. Kicks it to Owens. And there's the pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis.
And being rewarded just by being aggressive. Owens never afraid of a little contact.
In the NBA All-Star Game, good to have you along on 2K Sports.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in the second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little more intensity from here on out.
Checking out the group now for Darvin Ham to start the second half. We've got Clutch. LeBron James is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Young in at point. Young passes to Clutch. The basket good off the assist from Young. And that's now 30 points for Clutch. And it's MP way out ahead in this battle against Shep Owens.
And showing more control and playing his game out there, not letting Owens disrupt his focus or throw him off.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And we know the All-Star game is mostly about entertaining, but trust me, these players still want to win, and what we're seeing is that competitive drive really starting to kick in.
Davis is checked in for Domantas Sabonis. And Young kicks to Butler. Young passes to Clutch. Fades and shoots. Again, the West All-Star. I think you're right. You know, the complexion of the game usually does change at some point. Things get a little more serious. And, as you know, especially in the second half, great guys start to play with a little bit more intensity.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And that's what's starting to happen now. These guys are such great competitors. And even on a night as fun as this one, you just can't take that will to win away from any of them.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 17. Good ball movement here by the East. Just 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's Clutch. He has 30. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Boy, liking the shot selection by Davis there. I mean, just really smart basketball. Take what the defense gives you.
Doncic outside. Passes it to Jokic. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game. And so Young will bring it up for the West All-Stars. 4-point game. Pass to Clutch. And the West hit again from deep. Tonight, MP is going old school. Showing off his mid-range game.
And I think it might have caught Owens and his team by surprise. We don't see a lot of guys utilize that area of the floor anymore. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Doncic, no good. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Antetokounmpo. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Leonard kicks to Harden. Five to shoot. There's the 3. Here's Jokic. And the layup falls. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebound.
Clutch, good. And certainly Greg MP has done a lot of damage outside the arc in this one.
And he's looked very comfortable from that range, especially when he sees Owens in front of him.
Leonard kicks to Doncic. Tatum, that's for 2. Misses off the left iron. And here's the West with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. The kick out to Young. LeBron trying to free himself up. And Young with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Leonard. The kick out to Tatum. Here's Harden. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
You know, it's hard to believe it, but mid-range J from Harden, normally all we see is threes and attacks on the rim from him.
Catching up on changes for the West. Zion Williamson comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Brandon Ingram in for Jimmy Butler.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Doncic passes to Tatum. Now here's Harden from downtown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists in the game.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
James, the pass to Clutch. Williamson trying to free himself up. Clutch can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the East. Jokic passes to Leonard. Beal, that's for 2. And no good. And it's the West taking it the other way. This one for 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And it's good, 2 points.
And when he gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, bet on Zion converting, relentless down low.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And a close game like this, you've got to dig deep and just find a way to make things happen.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the West All-Stars.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
It's good.
And nice little floater right there. Give Young credit. He's developed the shots he needs to overcome his size limitations.
Harden the pass to Beal. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 4. The pass to Clutch. In the corner, it's James. Again, the West All-Star.
There aren't many guys that can match the... We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And some changes here for the East. Embiid, he's checked in for Jokic. Kevin Durant comes in for Jason Tatum. And Stephen Curry's subbed in for James Harden. Morant, he's checked in for the West. Here's James. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with LeBron. I mean, he's a clever shooter who knows how to draw fouls. He uses his body really.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. Antetokounmpo is out there with Jokic. Then there's Doncic. Then it's Tatum. And it's Harden in at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Outside Tatum. Jokic kicks to Harden. Over James. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut back down to 7 after the points coming from Harden. And here's James outside. It's rebounded by Doncic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Offensive rebound, and he gets the bucket.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 284. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that.
Clutch the pass to Davis. Here's Clutch, guarded by Harden. To the middle, shot clock at 5. Jokic with the steal. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. The three from Tatum. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. And here's Young from the arc. The West again cannot hit. Inside. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Butler. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well done that time by Butler. He's using the contact to get to the line, and he's an excellent foul shooter.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Harden outside. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Good ball movement here by the East. Here's Jokic. Kicks it out to Harden. 5 on the clock. Over James. Harden, no good. The West leading by 4. Here's Clutch. And the rejection by Harden. Back to Jokic, 13 feet away. It's rebounded by the West. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Knocked loose. The dive for the ball. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Young passes to Clutch. Just 5 on the clock. High post, Davis. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
You know, with as much damage as Davis does inside, you know, AD is able to find plenty of opportunities from the mid-range, too.
Here's Harden. Got a piece of it.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Here's Butler. Misses off the right iron.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Harden. Here's Doncic. Launches a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight.
First 3 of the half. Second of the game. Can he heat up?
Clutch. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The East trail by 3. And here's Tatum for 3. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Clutch has got his 8th rebound here tonight. What a job MP has done running the floor in transition.
Owens can't catch up. I mean, MP is wearing him out. Owens can't find a way to keep him in front.
Outside Tatum. Here's Doncic. Harden outside. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Doncic finds Harden. And it's off from 3-point range.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Here's Clutch. They grabbed their own miss. And that one's good by Davis. And it's a 7-point West All-Star lead.
Davis using that athleticism to battle it out on the glass. From in that tight, hard to stop AD.
Tatum passes to Giannis. From 12 feet out. And another miss by the East. The West leading by 7. Davis kicks to Young. Pass to Clutch. To the paint. Here's Davis. And finished off by Davis.
When Davis gets going like this, there's no way you can stop him. Giving you his entire package right now.
Outside Tatum. The pass to Jokic. Harden outside. The 11-footer. That shot no good. And the West will go the other way now. Step back shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Word has it that LeBron spends over $1 million keeping his body in shape. I think that's a big reason why he's been able to enjoy such a long career, making that kind of investment into the tool of his trade.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden the pass to Jokic. Looking to end the run. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And they get it back. Passes it to Clutch. 6 to shoot. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 5th foul.
That's really a tough call. One you don't like to see, but it was called, and now he's got to really make sure that he's on top of his game here in regards to not picking up another foul. That was his 5th right there.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic looking it over. Back to Harden. Pass to Tatum. Lets the 3 fly. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Here's Clutch. Outside Butler. Pass to Clutch. Over Harden. No good off the back of the rim.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the East. Tatum against Butler. Good ball movement here by the East. And the pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Harden. Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Young's shot is off.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
He's one of the most feared wing defenders in the league. Butler rejecting the shot. Beautiful.
Here's Harden. Lays it up off the glass. That's 36 points for James Harden.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Young passes to Clutch. Shoots over Curry. The West again cannot hit. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the East. They get it again. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for... And the West All-Stars have possession. The lead is 2. Passes it to Clutch. Jacks up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Clutch has got 51.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Outside Curry. The 3 from Tatum. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Butler, no good.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here. When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy.
This long-range assault.
The East trail by 5. To the middle. Harden can't hit. Davis looking for an opening. Here's Clutch, guarded by Curry. Clutch, good. Clutch has got 53.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Pass to Giannis. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The West leading by 7. Pass to Clutch. Over Harden. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, you got to put a body on Davis when he goes up in the air, because if you don't, it's too late. You'll be Instagram.
2 minutes left. 2.
Down low, here's Curry. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Outside Butler. The pass to Clutch. He squares up and sinks it. Clutch has got 55.
Well, that's a good job by Butler surveying the floor. He spots an opening and sets the shooter up for success there.
It's stolen by Davis. Young dishes to Butler. Passes it to Clutch. He's looking for James and finds him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Superb timing by LeBron on that alley-oop.
The East trail by 11. Giannis drives in. Harden outside. No good on the 3.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
The East All-Stars running out of time. Pass to Curry. Lets it go from deep. Connects from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
And the greatest shooter we have ever seen. Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Clutch. A terrific shot on a turnaround. Clutch has got 57 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Young passes to Clutch. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. 60 points for Clutch.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Buries the long-range jumper.
The threat to shoot whenever he catches it. Harden wasting no time.
And the West can just let the clock run down from here. Young passes to Clutch. And he gets it to go. 62 points for Clutch.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
We know Curry has tremendous vision, and he uses it to tee up his teammates for easy shots.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. And a deep 3 from Harden. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition.